and has to deal with the fact that the new regime is split up.
Of course, Phil and Ben, Phil Mean and Ben Masters of New Regime, no longer a tag team.
But is she still aligned with Phil Mean is the question.
Who knows? Here is... Here is Kitana, and certainly if she can get back to the top of the women's division, it would certainly benefit her big time. No question about that. Interestingly, most of the individuals in this match, I mean, you've got Alyssa, the current women's champion, Kitana, former women's champion, Samus, also another former women's champion, and Amy Rose has never been anywhere near the title.
It would have been interesting if Tavion instead of Amy Rose.
Well, anyway, Amy Rose,
Who
you can hear right now kicking some new theme music, but of course Amy Rose, she's not exactly had the greatest of careers so far. Of course, as I've said a million times before, when she suffered that back injury during the World Tour, she has never, I repeat, never fully recovered, and her career hasn't exactly rocketed up since. Anyway, here is Amy Rose. So Amy Rose in this match, pretty much an underdog.
You can say that again.
And you're talking about going up against three of the, you could say that Alyssa's kind of an underdog as well, but she's the women's champion right now. And then you've got Kitana, who is an absolute
psycho right now.
Well, not really a psycho. Not really psycho, I think, but we can honestly say that Crazy Amy still takes that title.
Agreed.
And then you got Samus, who is absolutely at the peak, many people say, of the women's division. Even though she may not be the champion, many people believe that she is at the peak of the women's division. Well, anyway, this matchup, the Fatal 4-Way, and remember, it's about momentum. It's a non-title matchup. Alyssa's belt is not on the line in this one. However, if one of these three, Amy, Kitana, or Samus, could pin Alyssa, it would certainly set the momentum up for them.
My personal opinion, the person I want to win this match is the person who I still think should be the women's champion.
Samus, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Of course, we're still awaiting the date for the official wedding for Austin Juhasz and Samus.
And
they're having a few problems with organising right now.
Well, they're...
And look at Amy Rose here, stepping on Alyssa's hair! And an elbow strike there to Samus, and... Wow! Amy Rose right now actually looking quite good in this one.
Well, they're having quite a few conflicts of dates because of the live event schedule and CXWI schedules as well.
Well, not that, we got live event schedule, CXWI, actual CXWI schedule.
But they can't get the exact...
And then, of course, next week there's going to be another schedule. That's the Eurovision schedule.
And also,
as I already informed people, next week is Eurovision week. And the final is actually a week today. So, next week I'm going to be pretty much...
Well, we're going to have to break the fourth wall, because it's most likely going to go up tomorrow morning, early hours. Technically, we're going to have to break the fourth wall here. We are recording this, we are pretty much commentating on a Saturday. This is most likely going to go up UK time Sunday morning about...
Who knows? Well, who knows? Who knows? I might be able to get it up to Saturday night.
Yeah.
But it will completely depend.
Yeah, sorry for the fourth wall break there.
Oh well, it's not the worst fourth wall breaks we've had.
We've had phone calls.
Amy Rose with a slap.
This is the worst of the fourth wall breaks.
Yeah, I think that was the weirdest one when we actually had that phone call. It was actually from somebody discussing, like, it was a university thing, I believe it was. Almost like a year ago now. See, now, oh crap. Total stretch there, Alyssa with a drop kick. And now, Alyssa there with a bulldog. Of course, Alyssa won the title from Samus. You see that counter there.
You realise the fact 93 days already.
Frosted Juhasz.
Yeah.
Oh, the screw attack!
He has got a long way away to keep up with the
longest title reign. Oh, look at this! Oh, maybe not.
Which technically...
The longest title reign still on record, I believe, is Lucario. 206 days. So, a little bit under two-thirds of a year.
So, Austin, I know for a fact he set himself up. He doesn't want to lose that title.
Oh, my word!
Baseball
Alyssa
slide
there with
right
a baseball slide. And remember, like I said, the title is not on the line, but momentum at this stage is vital.
Indeed.
But Tina doesn't hit that clothesline. Now tries. Oh, countered. And now Kitana getting back in there and gets elbowed. Oh no, it's Alyssa who gets elbowed. Amy Rose now stepping back into the ring. And there was a stomp. And Kitana right now trying to keep Samus grounded. And oh Jesus Christ, Amy Rose has brought in a weapon. Of course, Amy Rose, no stranger to using weaponry. She has a hammer.
And
oh, you got two different submissions going on here, with a single leg Boston and a camel clutch. You were saying?
Well, Amy Rose is the perfect point to bring up. Still a bit of a mixed reaction to current events involving...
Nicely done there.
Well, involving Tails.
That's right now.
Aligned with Silver, of course. Speculations are not proving right now in this match that Alyssa and Amy were aligned.
Oh, nice!
It's pretty much been proven in this match that is not indeed
true.
True.
Crap, screw attack!
Then,
screw attack there by Samus. Oh, love tornado there by Amy. And Amy trying to cover. Stops there by Samus.
But I'm actually going to forget what I was about to say there.
Well, I guess the thing about Amy Rose is that
whoa.
God knows where she is. Love tornado there onto Samus.
In the cover.
The cover right now. I guess the thing you have to think about Amy is Amy just pinned Samus.
What?
Holy shit!
That is a massive upset.
That's an understatement.
That's just put her in the title picture. Out of nowhere.
Have a look at this. Love tornado on Samus. That caught me off there. Alright people, we now move on. Jesus. Fuck, man.
Uh-oh. Business picked up.
It's going to be a hardcore rules fatal 4-way matchup. Yep, another one. And this one focuses on the tag team title picture.
Oh, boy.
Of course, as we know about the the next episode on the road will be Teddy Long's. Will be another edition of Teddy Long's Tag Team Spectacular.
First things
Two
first.
of those matches, as I've already said, will be tournament matches between these four teams. However, we don't know which one of them, which team will face who, but we got one rep from each team in this match. Vector, we know, will be representing the CPA. We will be seeing Preston Pearce represent the Dark Family. Randy Lee will be representing the Wild Ones, and Zoroark, the current number one contender for the international title, will be representing the Disciples. Zoroark looking to try and go for double gold.
And the reason why I said business picked up, hardcore rules and Vector. Enough said. Arguably one of the toughest superstars on the roster. And especially devastating in hardcore matches.
Well, here is Preston Pearce, who we saw him out here earlier, standing alongside the other members of the Dark Family. And
Preston knows the rough and hardcore matches, having his ass handed to him in a few.
Well, of course, don't count Preston Pearce out. He is a former international champion. He won it during the World Tour. Of course, he won it from the EXE virus.
But
and then lost it to the EXE virus. We haven't actually seen Sonic in a while now, I have to say.
He's up to something.
And
in my opinion, the best pure athlete in CXWI.
Well, of course, when you got the wild ones, I mean,
they are the purest.
But the contrast of styles in them is truly what makes them lethal. You got the submission technical side, there's the Wildcat, and you got the mixed martial arts brawling style, that is Randy Lee.
Remember the early days of CXWI with the originals, me, Randy Lee, my brother and Scott McShannon, we dominated CXWI in the early...
Don't say that name.
I know. But you got to agree, we dominated the early days.
You certainly did.
Along with Mr. Bones, so I go way back with Randy Lee, back to the days of MCAWW.
Of course, that was back when he was Randy Johnson, and for some reason I pronounced his surname Johnston. I have no clue why.
Johnston's Paint Trophy, that's why.
But,
oh, that was a bad reference there.
Probably one of the Americans aren't going to understand.
Yeah.
It's a soccer tournament. Well, anyway, here is the #1 contender for the international. The number one contender for the international time right now. Remember, Ted is guaranteed to face the Firestar at Survivor.
But is
it just a downright disturbing person? That is Zoroark.
Yeah. And apparently, I've heard rumours Zoroark had a really nasty run-in with Bowser.
I have heard about that, but supposedly,
he had his ass handed to him.
Well, not just that, but supposedly, I'm pretty sure many of you heard this. I'm pretty sure many of you probably heard about this before, but Zoroark is making money off of others coming in and actually having doing sexual, you know what, actually making money from it and donating some of it to Koopism. That's supposedly the rumour. However, I don't know if this is true or not. This could just be a rumour for all I know. But recently when Bowser showed up for God knows what he was going to do, Lucario was incapacitated and completely unable to do anything. So supposedly Bowser did it on Zoroark, or Bowser, or I don't know. Well, you see right now, Zoroark, the shots right now by Zoroark on the Randy Lee. And now, and Vector runs in! Nice head toss there. Of course, following this, ladies and gentlemen, we do have a handicap match. Nicely done there by...
Much to the chagrin of...
Nicely done there by Randy Lee, and out goes Zoroark! Shooting star press!
I'm just genuinely pissed off right now.
You have said. And Preston there taking out the referee. Don't stop the count.
It seems like I've just been stuck to compete on live events right now because of Shadow. Which is not bad, because I just recently won the European title again.
I have to say, I do have a feeling that Shadow wants to try and phase certain people out. It's kind of like, what Triple H is doing, only a little bit weirder.
Well, if you figure this out, this is the first time we've seen Randy Lee in quite some time.
Well, no, we saw Randy Lee quite recently.
Well, the Wildcat's been phased out.
Remember, tag team. They were both in tag team action against Skywalker and Sebulba in non-title action, and they won. Don't you remember?
Yeah, but other than that, they haven't been seen that much.
But, you know, Shadow seems to have this idea. He's doing what he's doing because it's best for business. But in reality, he's barely doing anything. Check this out! Oh, both of them missed! Randy Lee and Zoroark both go for attacks and both missed! Wow! That's quite funny. Well, now look at this.
You figure out about superstars who have been in the tag team division in the past. Vector, Zoroark, and Randy Lee.
Ow! Why?
All former tag team champions.
Table there.
And